What's up everybody, Ryu here, and welcome to another edition of Ryu Show and Tell. And today's video is with the lovely Pamela Isley, aka Poison Ivy, or just for short, Ivy. I got this in today, not too long ago. She's pretty much fresh out the box, and I managed to assemble her and put her on the base, which quickly we need to talk about that. Let me put this back here. This piece, okay, this stem or root, whatever, vine that's coming out, and this other one here, okay, plus her 2 feet, this is all attached to the sculpt, meaning that you have to put all 4 pieces into the base. There are compartments already in the base, keyed in there, for you guys to put them in. So there's 2 pegs, 2 metal rods on the bottom of the base, on the bottom of her feet, and then you have the root or slash stem that's pretty much key to fit into there, and then there. I was very careful. By the way, these heads, these plant heads, these mutated Venus flytrap heads, they're not a part of it. They don't go in there. Those are pretty much for a change out. So basically you can change it out to this, which is like, you know, this came with it, or more, you know, one more like this one that they did a really good job on. No problems there. And then you have these 2, okay. So you have an option to change these out. So I got mine, as you can see here, and she came out really good. The only thing that I don't quite like, and this is just a personal thing, I mean, it's just my personal preference, and it's this artwork here, this face, which I wish was put here on this face. It's not quite there to Art Graham, you know, aka Stanley Lau artwork, but if I didn't see the artwork from Stanley, then I would, it's fine, you know. That's the only thing, that one of the gripes that I have. That's it, pretty much. Overall, it's a really good statue. I don't know who sculpted this, but the person did a good job on this. She's quite tall too, man. She's supposed to be a premium format, but she's not. But they're just calling it a premium format. For those of you that don't know, for collectors that don't know. Love the hair. There's vegetation in the hair. Really interesting shading on the hair. They did a really good job there. Booty shot, of course. There's vines on her legs. It's really cool that they put that in there. On the artwork, there's vines on her biceps, but they didn't put those in for whatever reason. I don't know, but that's fine. They did a good job on the base too. It looks like rocks with vines and some type of vegetation in there. Did a really interesting job. You've got the switch out portraits of the Venus flytraps. Did a really good job on this, so I'm really happy with it. And it was packed really well. They did a good job with that. The base especially. The base was snug in there, man. I had to really get that out of there. Work to get that out of there somewhere without hurting anything, which I managed to do. But they did a really good job, guys. I mean, the paint application on there is pretty good. It's the chlorophyll color. You know, she can change out from, you know, looking more plant to more human. She can actually switch out to flesh tones, so she looks like a normal human. She has the ability to do that. She is immune to toxins and so forth, and she has the ability to animate plants. She has a connection, mystical connection to the green, which is something from Swamp Thing. It's this connection to the life force of all plant life on the planet, so she can communicate with them and such. And she's, you know, she started out as a plant scientist and was in a relationship with Jason Woodrue, aka Floronic Man, who's more from the Swamp Thing villain, you know, and he subjected her to these toxins and turned her into Poison Ivy. And the sad bit about it is she can't bear children, so she looks at these plants as her children, as her kids, in a way. And she wants to get rid of animals. You know, she's more, I guess she's more portrayed as a environmental extremist, in a way, where she, like, corporations or whatever are harming the forest and they're building stuff, and she comes out and, you know, does horrible things with these plants, man. She can really mangle you up, tell you that much. The pose is pretty good. It's really a standard, like, pinup from like a Sports Illustrated kind of thing, which is kind of cool. I really wanted to see more of her fury, but that's okay. It works because she started out as a temptress. She can actually use the plant pheromones to mind control folks, regardless, you know, if male, female. She has that ability. So yeah, and then she's got her best friend Harley Quinn, and that, you know, they're doing a PF of that as well. And one of her only human friends. And one of the things about it that's really interesting is the reason I think that she doesn't like the Joker so much is because she can relate to Harley being in an abusive relationship like she was. And so it quite annoys her that Harley has this obsession with the Joker and just is in that abusive relationship, you know. And I think if Harley, you know, could see that, but obviously she just keeps going back to him. But anyway, that's another thing. So it's you know, I like the character. I've known her for a long time and enjoyed stories with her in the comics, and Batman, one of my favorite characters. Love the Batman and anything Batman, really, pretty much. So yeah, I hope you guys like this review. Well, it's more of a show and tell, not a review. I'm not a reviewer. But you could see for yourselves. Bottom of the base has these, like, kind of like a pot, I guess, or something, with these little things where you know how you could hang some plants, some pots up in the, you know, have you ever seen those? Where you can, you know, some of them, some plants are, you know, hung by the ceiling. I think maybe that was the idea. I'm not sure, but it's pretty good. I like it. And then you've got the change-o heads again. Feed me, Seymour, feed me. I can't help it. I'm sorry. You know, the film was funny. Alright guys, thank you for checking it out. I mean, this is my little show and tell for you guys to see. By the way, this is the Guile next to Guile, so you can see in comparison. She's a little taller because she's on the Lazy Susan. But, you know, she's pretty well done, so I'm very happy with her. And for everyone else who got one, congratulations. She's a great pickup. And if you guys like, you know, beautiful women and you're just collectors of women, I think this is a pickup. And she's $400 though. She's close to $400. So if you can afford that, then that's, you know. And plus, she's a little large. You know, she's taller than I expected. The base really adds. Man, that base is a few inches tall, so yeah, it really adds height, you know, to her height. So she's a good statue. So if you're a Batman fan, you got the money, you got the space, you should pick her up. If you know, you're into women, like it, because I know some collectors like to collect specifically just gorgeous girls. She's definitely among those. But you know, if you think that it's not worth the money, then, you know, obviously you don't buy it. So yeah, I wish I could go into it more. My battery is gonna die, so I'm kind of rushing through. The battery, I thought I charged this thing and it's dying on me, so I'm really trying to get everything out so you can see everything. So I kind of just wanted to show one last final spin of her. The hair is done really good. I like that. I think I mentioned that already, but I just wanted to mention it again. The leaves on her boots are really cool, and in her unitard are, you know, is really cool. It's really cool. It's really nice made. I like it. If you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you for another show and tell very shortly. Thank you, and we'll see you again later.